Alrighty, I've just opened the trunk for the first time for about probably, I'm not sure, probably 3-4 years, probably, no doubt in my mind. And when I opened the trunk, I was not wanting to do inside the trunk, and the reason being is I did not know how I was going to hinge it for it to come up. I did not know how I was going to lock it, the exact same as the hood. You know, you have to make that stuff. If you do not understand, we've made the car, now you have to make everything in the car to make it work. So it's kind of an ordeal. I finally cut it off for the first time. This is exactly what it looks like right now. I got some filler in here. This place here is for the tire, I think, is it not? For the tire, where the tire goes. I went down back and I grabbed 2 tires. And what they are is, they are, what are they called? They're the dummy tire for the new cars nowadays. They have more outs or inset than they have offset. The tire says only good for a little while, but it's brand new. That's where I got the rims for her Bugatti, the 17-inch. That's where we got those. That's one of those right there. As I pick this bad boy up, I'm thinking that this one will fit in. But when I was talking to Jolene, Jolene was thinking that she would like to have a material in there. I guess, a material in there. And basically, I'm going to throw this tire in and see if it even does fit. Well, that's not the tire. That one doesn't fit. So, put this one aside. And you can get all different sizes. I don't think it matters what size the dummy tire is, and it doesn't for me, but as long as it fits the hole and does the job it's supposed to. I want to blow it out before I put it in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to make a place where I have to make something here to accept that tire, turn it down so it stays in place, I think. Maybe not. When you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm down back trying to get some tires. Right? Throw this bad boy in there. Now, if we put that in there, you only want material in there, so you can get your material in there. Does that make you happy? Mm-hmm. Like if we want, I think we want a tire in there. Yes, we do want a tire in there. We want to put it. I'm going to do something here. Undo that. There's a couple things I got to do this. So what I want to do is, if I can, get this secured in place, get something made and secure that. I want to drill a hole. We'll just go for it. There's 3 or 4 things I want to do. I want to put, I guess that'd be whenever I apply that one works. I'm just going to do this. I would say that'd be close enough. Okay, let's do it. I'm not sure if I got it under control or not, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get a tape measure. I'm going to see how far up. Let's do this. I haven't got my glasses on. It's not hard to tell when you start doing something like this. If you got your glasses on or not. Four 3/4 would do it. 4 3/4. What have I got to fit that? I'm thinking that I want something, now that I look at that, generally what they do, if you look in the tab of the car, it has a little tab in the car that holds a rod that goes up through. I'm thinking that you can pivot and put it at every point. What I'm thinking I'm going to do, see when that's a circle, I might just get a piece of exhaust pipe weld in there, see if I can go and get a piece, cut it off the length I want, just put it down there and trace it off so I know where it's at. And then I can weld a bolt on the top of it, and maybe I can use I don't know, maybe we can use one of our old hubcaps to hold there if it's going to stay there in that one, you know what I mean? I'm not sure, but to bolt it down to hold the tire in place. But I'm thinking it's going to hold in place anyways because I'm going to weld it up so that goes right in the center of it. Can't go anywhere. Let's do it. I'm going to use a piece of exhaust pipe for that. Colton is figuring out how to make something look nice. He knows when he hits metal. Look, I've hit metal, he says. You can feel that. That's the ocean floor. We got a flood on it. We don't want too much of that if we can help it. And that's the end. But that's the end. Like as soon as you start hitting the metal on this sort of stuff, that's the end. High is where we want to go. And he's doing a good job. Let's get a piece of exhaust pipe. It's a beautiful day here in Nova Scotia. It's been hot lately. It's always good to have like a little stash like this. You never know what you're going to use. Look at that piece right down there. It even looks like the right length. Yeah. Might be a little bigger hole, maybe. Try not to get caught. I'll shut it behind you. Jolene looks amazing today. Got her tight fitting pants on. Little white tank top. Tan body with straight hair. Colton. I'd like to see Colton shave. How many people would like to see this young man shave? Clean himself up. Shave her up, buddy. Make it. Just shave it.
You like a wolf?
You do whatever you want. Surprise us. All right, let's do this.
Remember as a young fella, they had that dirty mutton chops, didn't you?
No.
Yes, he did.
No. Let's cut this off so it's nice and straight. See this? Look, I got this one's too big, too small. Huh? That one's just right. Let's get a zip cut and cut that bad boy off. Get it aimed the right way so we throw no sparks on Jolene's car. She's been on me. All it is the learn process. Don't do that. Right? Just going to cut that off straight as I can. This is the grinder I'm using. Got a bit of work to do in there. As soon as Colton gets it blocked out, as soon as he gets all that guy coat off that he put on there, gets it blocked out where it is, he's going to be going back over it with, he's going to back over it and try to fix more pinholes. This time, I'm thinking it's going to be a lot more delicate than, you know, putting filler in the pinhole and go and sand it off. I think we'll send him around the car with what? With a paintbrush and some primer with some hardener in it. And that way there we just maybe pinhole it with primer itself. And we'll film that. Jolene will film that and show you exactly so if you don't understand what I'm saying. Not everybody understands at the same time as everybody else. Some people need to be repeated and some people don't. I'm one of them guys that need to repeat everything to me. Got it. Not bad, not bad, if I must say so myself, not bad. Let's cut it off. I want that wheel to stay in position when this car is running around. And that pipe fits that nice. So that's what I want. That's what I want. Oh, not getting it on the pipe itself. Just want to make a ring around it. So hopefully, when that's welded on there, it should hold that nice. Not sure if that's kicked down or like that's quite a bit of welding all the way around there. Not sure if that fell when it got warped up or not, or whatever. It doesn't really matter because you're not really looking at it. That's for sure. But we'll cut this off and go for it. left the line on that just so it gives me a little extra. Now I'm going to clean this bad boy up. Gotta do that, that's for sure. We all sat here the other day, me, Colton, and Jolene, and watched Bondo Billy's video, and helping me and my queen Jolene on relationships. You know, sometimes it's just that easy. Just be nice to each other. You know, so many things in life don't mean half, or don't, you know, what can I say? A lot of things should not be give as much time as you think they should. But thank you for caring about us. That's all it tells me. Appreciate it. I want to clean that again. I want to clean that off. That just took the die grinder, went on the inside, took the burr off it. Let's face it, you can jam her down in there with that burr on it, but I wouldn't want to be the one that got the cut finger from it. You know, if I go to change a tire or something like that, want to clean that stuff up, we'll just clean it, the metal, so paint will stick to it or anything will stick to it. If I want to put it in there, I still got to sand that trunk down to take that rust off, same as this. Ooh, come on now. If you recall, I've done a few cars, if you recall, right at the present moment on this car, for the first time blogging with a guy coat on it, I've had it with an 80 grit. Didn't do that on this one. We went at the spots with the filler that had pinholes in them, we went at them, knocked them off. But on this one, I'm not doing that. We're going with a 220. And the reason for that is this car is all round. There's nothing dead arrow straight that you're going to find on this one. You're not going to find nothing straight on a round car. So what I'm thinking is, we went to the 220, and the reason for that, Colton is going for it for the first time. Also, when it comes time to prime it again, we're going to have no scratches that we're going to have to deal with. Because let's face it, if I cut it down with an 80 grit and primed it again, that primer has to deal with that 80 grit. This time, when we do the 3 or 4 more coats of primer on this one and do the guide coat, there'll be no scratches that we're dealing with. We're just going to be dealing with straightening it, pinholing it, and leaving it all one color. So we're trying to, you know, as you do certain things, I upgraded a little bit, and the upgrade on this one is, what's the upgrade? The upgrade is 220 instead of 80. So 220 instead of 80. That's where I got a little dot there drilled in, or marked in the center of that. I'm going to tack that on there. I'm going to tack that on there and shove that wheel on there, see if it holds it. And then we'll deal with that after. Get the welder going on this side. I want to move this. So we're still welding. I'm still welding going into paint. It's not supposed to be that way, but this stuff has not been figured out yet. And we want to paint it. So we're going to figure it out and then paint it. So most stuff would be figured out, you know, on something like this. Probably would have been figured out probably a couple times, but we haven't gone there that far yet. Doing it on the fly. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. And when it's wrong, I learn something. And when it's right, I say, Yahoo, I'm some smart. Yes.
Can I take this down here to bring this with us?
Yes? Yeah, you still got some scratches there on that.
Yeah, but this here looks really well. So I was wondering if I can continue on.
Just continue on. If you hit metal, Please stop. Make sure to turn the gas on. I'm basically just gonna lay that in there. Should be fine. And the problem is I can't weld this in with a tire in there. It won't allow it. So I'm guessing again. I guess the center. Well, I put the tire in. Guess this tire. Let's just tack it. 2, it holds it. Jolene wants to glue material in around here. She wants that to be a finished trunk. Now, me, I was going to finish filling it, rock guard it, put your tire in there, whatever. But I'm thinking that my queen Jolene, I'm hoping 2 will hold it. Hoping 2 will hold it. Nice, I can get my hands down around it also. Just going to want to pull it off. I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to do this. Weld it again. I got 2 tacks on either side. Oh, I got a tack on this side and tack on this side. I just don't want it to. Let's make it work. Let's put another tack on. It looks like it's going to work really good. That means I'll have to weld that in there. Top on that. It's nice I can get my hands down inside. The bigger tire I would have had to have let it fall. I don't think that. There we go. We're a little high. Oh, I can just actually, that'll move around a little bit as it goes. I think that's perfect. And to be honest with you, I think that's perfect. You'll still get your material up top, no problem. This is holding good. It's not holding by much, is it? Not holding by much. I can make a little. I got to weld a cover on that yet. That cover, that cover is going to have to be. See how tight the pipe fits? My piece that I weld on top of there with something in it to hold this down cannot go out beyond that outside piece of pipe. So I'm really going to have to pay attention to that. Or I could maybe even throw it on the inside. And I want to get a hubcap for a second. Hair update. I guess I had a little bald spot right there in the front there for a while. I don't know if it was scraping the helmet or what it was, but it seems like their hair is growing right there in the front there now. It's supposed to be, I don't know, a 4-month thing before it takes off, is it not? So, it's not been 4 months, that's for sure. Okay, that looks good in there. I'm not sure if I have to figure that out. Let's do this. I want to go get a hubcap. I'm not sure if it doesn't matter. I guess it does not matter. It does not matter. We have other hubcaps, but we have a new one right here. I'll put on here for now, just because it's right there. We have some old ones here we could put on that, or we could buy another new one. I could put that on there. And put a nut on, put something on that and nut it there. We should also have a trim ring for that, shouldn't we? Like, it should be nice as possible in there, should it not? So basically, that's what we'll do. We've even got that Bugatti thing, that lady. There's a few Bugatti things that we've got that we can put in the center of that, or it can be just a matter of putting the color in there and drilling a hole through it. You know what I mean? And putting a nut on it. And it's not to really hold it in place, just kind of hold it down so it does not come off place. But I think that's the right idea. And this wheel really fits this hubcap nice because you can center it. You feel it, like you can center it nice. So whenever you put it on, it wouldn't be a hard thing. It's not going to take off and go either way. You know, there's Maybe I say that, but. So I'm going with that. I'm going to weld a piece on that with a bolt coming off it. So that's what I'm going to do. What time are we at? 20. 20? Let's cut a round piece and do it. Or let's cut a round piece and do it. Get a piece of metal. Get a piece of metal, that's the start. Get a piece of metal. Piece of pipe. Remember, it has to go inside that black mark. Just telling myself, has to go inside that black mark, fit inside that. I could have brought that up through further, and I probably should have. And I could have took it right to the hubcap, but I didn't. Come on, man. This is nice and quick to have, this little shear here. Like, let's face it, you can cut it out with your grinder, cut it out with a hole saw, cut it with whatever you want to cut it out with. But this is nice to run to, be able to cut something. And I'm just going to cut it off and shear it off in corners. Trying to stay on the inside, but leaving a little bit for my sander to make it look nice. That little tab up there. We'll just take a sander and just smooth that up around a little bit. Just kind of leaving the black there for the sander. And I hope I don't drop it in there. Let's do this. It might get hot on me, I'm not sure. It's not plugged in, I know that for sure. I'll unplug the welder for a minute. And then we'll have to plug the welder back in. It'll get me. Can't wait all day on that. Terrible. Terrible. That's broke. What that is. Hey. No harm, no foul. Put a new one on here in a bit. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. Thanks for paying attention. Trying to keep this content. You know, this is all we can show you is what we're doing, and this is what I'm doing right at the present moment. I tell you, what me and Jolene do every day, I would say is a lifestyle. That's what we do. What we do, what we work at is what we do. And that's who we are. That's what we do, full time. Isn't it, baby? It's a lifestyle to work every day. If you're working in your garage every day, it's obviously your lifestyle too. That's going to go a little bit smaller. I don't want to drop it in, but I got it fitting in there. Got to go a little bit smaller. This is the game I play. Probably try to get it fit right inside, and that way there I won't have a problem when I weld it up, grinding it off. It squeezed on there some tight. Didn't want to let it go, I guess. Now I don't even know where I stand at last. What do I do now? Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's do this. Check it here so I can fall through. No, you can see it's just get a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. I'm not going to clamp it on this time. It's going to hold it. I think that'll work. Let's pull the tire out. We can drill the hole, put the nut on after. Or I could put the bolt on first, then I have no problem with anything. Let's do this. I drill my hole, put my bolt in now. It could be a good thing. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. The drill. Yep, over here. As you can tell, I'm trying to do everything as quickly as possible. She only wants this car done. She called me sexy. You know what you called me this morning? You what, man? We both forgot. It must have been a lie. What she call me, Colton?
Great man.
Great man, she says. She even forgot. You're a great man, she said. And I said, well, thank you, honey. Hubcap. If that's what we're going to do, is that's what I'm thinking that we're going to do, we can always cut this bolt off if it's too long. Watch yourself, sweetheart. Now, how am I going to do that now? Just do this. Put that there like that. And once. Nope. I knew that was going to happen. Didn't I? I said that, didn't I? I said that. And that's how you change the dials when you're looking for things and you're not paying attention. I just want the distance in that hubcap from the wheel. I don't know it. So in order to weld a bolt on that, to fit that, come up through this hubcap, I need to know the distance of the bolt that I'm going to put in my piece. Do I want that in there? Do I want that in there? Or what do I want in there? And I'm going to take a look at this for a second. So I could go down through. Hopefully I hit there somewhere. And I'll know. Hopefully. Can't be that long. It's hitting right there. Stop it. Right there, it's hitting. quite a ways. So that's not it. So we're going to go further than that. We have to go at least. I would like to get it the right length, obviously. Guess that'll work. Let's do it again, just to make sure. Right there. Now when I pick this up, can't tell me. It's you can't tell. Let's do it again. As I picked it up and moved it. Just go with it, Chad. Trust your instincts. Okay, that's hitting it. So I need at least that long. So I'm going to go from there. So it should be long enough. So I'm going to drill a hole, put that nut and weld on the bottom side. Top side I'm going to use there. So I've got 3/4 of an inch there. And I've got, it's going to be close. But that's what we want. We don't want something coming out of the, I don't think. Anyways, let's do this. We'll drill a hole in that. And we could always knock that down or whatever. Let's not put a hole in the center of this. I don't think we need to do anything that other than eye it up. That's basically all I think that we need to do. When you eye something up. If it looks good, go for it. If it doesn't, change it. That's where I'm at. This one working there, Willie? It should. Yeah, let's drill this piece. I like to have a piece of wood down. I'm going to get a piece of wood. You'd be surprised how much product gets sanded off the car as you put product on. You think, man, I'm using lots of product. There's so much product that comes off the car after doing what you're doing there. Like when you're hitting body fill, when you're priming, you're basically taking all the primer off because you're back to that body fill thing again. Some people realize it and some people don't. Where it needs it is where we want it. Where it doesn't need it, we don't want it. And we got a hole that'll fit. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here we go. Now, just need to weld that on the back side. Do this. Do this. I don't want to burn myself. I think anybody could understand that. I guess. It can be bent either way, whatever way. I don't like it. I'll just bend it back. Just, it's sheet metal. 18 gauge is what I like to use. I'm welding this all the way on because if it fails, it's not because I didn't weld it. If you know what I'm trying to say, I'm actually, you know, holding a tire down. If it fails when I'm screwing the nut on, well then that would be a disaster. Would it not? In my opinion, it would be. Let's weld that. No, can't do that. Gotta leave that on there, Hilty. Gotta leave that on there. Don't have to leave the nut there. Let's leave that weld there. before I go too far, I know better than that. Let's check it. Before I go too far. It's still hot, remember? And I'm only telling myself. It won't let me down over because of the weld. So it's pretty close. That just has to hit the hubcap, that's all. It's probably hot. Yeah. Good. You know what I'm saying? It's not all the way down, hit the hubcap. We got probably that much underneath the hubcap, so that's going to come up through that much. Will be perfect for the nut to be on there. And we'll just knock it whatever way we want to knock it to make it straight inside this bad boy, because it's just, you know, your 18 gauge there. That's good. It's a good deal. Better go easy on that stuff, hadn't I? Man, I'm telling you. So, as that's in there, there's another thing I got to do. I don't know if you want to watch me button that up and tie that down, but as I've got that in there, I've got another thing I got to do. What I have is, the trunk is obviously, has got no rain gutter going around here. What are we at for time?
37.
37? Got no rain gutter around here. And this is what I'm saying. I don't care. It's got spare tire back here. I'm going to have it all sealed around here. I'm going to drill a hole right down here at the bottom. I'm going to weld a little piece of pipe in there. On the inside, I'm going to hook a little hose to it. And I'm going to drill a hole in the floor. So if any water gets in here, it just drains out the bottom. With the windows, like I said to Jolene, you're really going to have to, you know, pay attention if you're ever washing this car. If you're out in the rain, you're going to have to pay attention to get in there and sop that water out of them windows, because I'm not draining the windows down in this and that, down in that. I'm not doing that. Not a chance. If this car hits rain, so what? But if it happens, you would have to pay attention, or I would want you to pay attention. I hope I got a good nut that goes on there. So that at least, so basically you should have to pay attention to that. Let's drill a hole in that. And the thing I want right there, the drill right there, I think I'd like to have a bigger size pipe. And the reason for that, just so nothing blocks it off. I think I'll get maybe some 1/2-inch gas line maybe I got. Nope, 3/8 gas line. Just take a piece off of this. Listen, if that's coming from you, I'm good. It's good. What don't you know, my son? Just kind of eye it up, sort of. Now that goes inside the car. That's about that far off the floor in the back. So this pipe's will cut off, say, 1 inch down through. We'll know that this length will cut off 1 inch, and then I can shove a piece of pipe on it, drill a hole down through the bottom of the floor. Everything comes in here, goes out there. Just like me. Goes in here and it goes out here. What? That's the truth. The truth. I'm going to put a little piece in there. I'm going to take a look in there first. Just going to take a look. Why not? Doors off. Got to take the seats inside. We're getting them dirty right at the present moment. Come take a look at the hole sweep here. You can see where it's at and how far away from the floor I am. See it down there? You can see the hole right there. Yep. You can see that how far I am away from the floor. It's quite a ways, isn't it not? I need enough room to shove a piece of pipe on it. So I'm just going to shove it down there 1 inch. Then I'll be able to shove a pipe on it and down to the floor there. And we'll do that hole in the floor when it's time to, when the body's off. We can drill the hole there. And that way there, we know where center is. We got this. We're cooking with gas. We're cooking. Let's do this. Just gonna take this bad boy, clean that out. Now, I want to get that in there the best. How am I gonna get that held there the best I can? Magnet, maybe? Use we have? Maybe, I'm not sure. It's not bad. What I'm going to do is I'll weld that on there. I'll tack it right there. Then I'll hit it with the grinder, knock the top of it off, flush it off so the water will go in that. Instead of I'd have to have, obviously, that much water to go down in there. I don't want that. I want it to do what I want it to do. And that's drain all the water if it can. Good. Now, what other? Watch yourself for a second. Here's what we want, or I want. I'm going to take Colton's air hose. So I'm going to blow on it. As soon as I weld it, I don't want to warp the pan up. That's easy to do. Took your air for a second, Colton. Huh?
Oh, you took my air.
Grind the head off of that, make that look nice. You want your hair back. So that is the fabrication that needed to be done that I did not have done. I need the wheel to be held there. That I have now. I've got it set up, so I just have to weld it all the way around there, weld that all the way around there, make it nice. I've got to clean this all up and take that little machine, buff all the rust off it, clean in where the weld is best I can. I'm going to want to take my finger and run around there all the way I can with the filler, smooth that off so you do not know that's welded because we're going to put material in there. Not sure, you probably could not even do it and put material over it, but you only want to glue something in there, material in there to make it look nice with the tire and the wheel. Wheel has to be painted, decorated with the hubcap and the trim ring maybe put in there to make it look nice. Let's do this. I had to also, like I said, find out how to hinge it. I'm going to ask for Colton's help for a second.
Ready?
I'm ready. I did manage to get it. Let's do it.
Screwdriver?
Yeah, come on over. Screwdriver's right here. They don't make them like that anymore. Okay, let's do it. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of the exact same material that the fin's made out of, and I've made a piece that I'm going to bolt on here. Colton's going to go put the nuts on the other side, if you can. Just two of them on the car, be perfect. Those two. Okay, I'll take this one. You got your screwdriver? No, you can tighten them up with your. Go ahead. Just a second, I'll let off. Go ahead. Now tighten it. Go ahead. Now you can tighten the other one up. Whoa. Yeah, that's good enough. This is subject to change. It's not above that. I had to see if that was above that. I don't even know if it's going to hit the inside of that cover. I don't even know that we. Another new dilemma coming. Let's see if it fits. Ooh. There's a. Okay, so that's what happened there. So basically, I'm thinking that I would rivet that on there, and that's going to get painted. Put this piece on here. Put a hole through there.
Back a little bit.
Yeah. Gonna put a nut on that. And I'm just gonna let that go because I can. Nope. I'm gonna do this. Let's push that ahead. Go tighten that one up, Colton, will you please? Tighten one up front. Just tighten it up a little bit. Yep. Go for it. Good. The back. It's gonna go like this. So now I've got the trunk lid fitting so it can stay there with nothing holding it in there now. So that's just a matter of two pieces. Rivet, pivot point. And I'm going to show you here in a minute this pivot point. This is how it's going to shut. She's either going to you're going to have a quick pin in there, a quick release, one of those ones that flop over. Just pull it over and pull it out. Or you can have a nut and bolt, whatever you want to do. I'm not sure if Jolene's going to go down and start getting in the trunk or not. Maybe to pull the tire to bring that chair home.
Something that winters.
Huh? Something that winters. A dress. Pack it in around the edges. Get a little bit of room. So we'll take this back off. Just pull that neck. Let me see the nut there. So this goes like this. Just push that out. If you're taking your own trunk lid off, you pull out your pin, and then we got a pivot point. With no big... I'm really liking this car, and the reason being is we're actually simplifying everything, like the windows, simplifying the trunk, simplifying the hood. The hood just goes into a pin down with belt buckles. The trunk lid got one pivot point and a pin. Like I still have to put a couple brackets here on the side to hold it from going down. Like see how it's got a wobble there now? I'm going to put a bracket here and a bracket on this side to hold it down from wobble. Let's put in, nope, tire's not going to hit. I know it's not going to hit because it did not hit on the trunk lid. I mean, the tire and the hubcap's not as high as that, so the bolt that I welded on there is fine. I have to decorate that and make that look nice, but the trunk lid does go up and does go down, and it was fairly easy, I guess, in the making of it as you look at it. But for me, it took me a long time to want to cut that door open and fix that up. It did. And it was easy.
Didn't take you long.
It was just like a whole bunch of other stuff. I just didn't want to put my brain there, but once you put your brain there and go for it, it just, sometimes it just flies along. What tabs? Okay. Also, like I said, there's pieces here to hold it in. I've bent up some aluminum and I didn't use it on a couple. What I didn't use the aluminum on for? What didn't I use the aluminum for? Something I was doing. Oh, the window channel. I was going to make the window thing with it, aluminum. Well, I ended up making these little tabs for here. So what's going to go on is it's just a 90, and I shrunk this edge to make it go like this. Use this machine over here. Shrunk it a little bit. Then I walked over here. I found a place I want to put it. It's right there. And I want to put one on the other side. Right there. You're going to have to hold it there. And what happens is that fits on there. And what happens is we'll plunk that on the side of the car. The distance down it needs to be to hold the trunk lid flat. And that'll be the only place where it hits. Is right here, right there, pivot there, stop point there, stop point there, and a stop point there. So when it rains, it is what it is. It goes down the hole, goes down the back, and just like me, that's the way it goes. But everything's going really good. Jolene, you getting excited yet? I broke some news to her this morning. As we got the car being sanded down, we're getting really close. Like it's really looking good. There's a lot of stuff that's looking up for it. The list is getting shorter and shorter all the time. But when we prime this thing, it's not going to be like the 50. I'm not going to jump right back in and get right back in on it. We're gonna let it set for a little bit. Like when we get the primer on it, we get 3 or 4 coats of primer on this bad boy. We should let it set for a little while, like 3 or 4 weeks, maybe. Not sure, maybe a month. I'm not sure. I am sure. We should let it set so we get the best job that we can. Different cars get different things because of the situation, in my opinion. I always generally think it over. The 50 was a cut, chop, sand it down, body fill it, paint it, get it out, get it done. That's the way it was. This one here has been a little bit of time. We're trying to make, we're trying to go over it and make sure we make no boo-boos, no mistakes. We're trying to. And this car is not a punch car. It's like Colton said, this car is 100% a piece of art. And the reason being is I've made it. I've made it. It's a 100 a piece of art. I've made it. What can I say? We have to check everything over so hard because it's made by a human that makes mistakes. It's not a machine punch car that every piece is exactly the same. That's not that way. This car's got all kinds of stuff to let you know that, man, this car was made by a human, like handmade car. Wow, that thing must be worth $1 million. I want everybody to have a great day. Let's show the headlights. Woo, show the headlights. Let's go back here for a second. Man, we're cooking with gas, baby. Let's do this. I had to reassess the headlights. I like the headlights. No, I love the headlights. They look amazing. The only thing that I had issues with was we had the plexiglass out here. That's like a thin piece of plexiglass. Where is that at? Just one second. Do we have the broken one? Yeah, we have the broken one. You grab it? I don't know where it's at. It's in the box. There. I don't want to take it out. So what happened is I have a sheet of Lexan. This is Lexan, and it's 1/2 inch or 3/8, whatever, it's 1/2 inch, whatever. Lexan. So what I did is I cut the pattern. I'll go get it. I didn't throw anything away, I don't think. So this is what happened to my piece. It just broke. Like it just broke. I tightened it up too tight and it broke right in half. Broke that piece and it broke there. It broke twice or 3 times and it was no good. So I've actually used the other one as a pattern to make this. I use that to make a pattern. This is the center of the pattern. That's the stuff I used. And then we screwed, if you watch the headlights going on, then we screwed this piece of plexiglass, the other piece of the kit, to the thicker stuff. Give me that, Colton, please. Cut that out with a jigsaw. Colton put the air to it so it didn't glue back together. We made the inside piece with this, and it gives us all kinds of thickness. Now you can hit it with a hammer in there, you wouldn't break it. Now we can push on it and screw onto it, and it doesn't matter. The headlight's in there. Oh yeah, that's a real good hit. Like it's in there. Go easy, Hotzi, go easy. Punch it out. Anyways, the headlights are in there mounted really nice. We did both sides. Also, when we did that, we got the headlight to come out some, so it really looks good on the.
It works so well. Like don't even waste your time with the other piece. Just do that.
Yeah. So we're basically we don't want to get it in too tight. We can't get it off. We need a little bit of a gap there, but we got it in there fairly decent on both sides, and the headlights look amazing. This is the first time that the headlights have been in the Bugatti, and I'm over the top with them because they fit nice, they look nice, and nothing's going to break unless the outside plexiglass wants to let go. But everything that I've done to reinforce it, that's thick stuff on the inside, has done the job. The headlights look amazing. First time ever seen the headlights in it. It's the first time for a lot of things actually as we get going to see the headlights. Anyways, we're going for it. Thanks a lot for coming back, everybody. Keep coming back because we're going to be doing more and more all the time. We appreciate everything. It's Friday, isn't it?
It is.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a good weekend.
Like, subscribe, hit the like button, comment, help our channel grow. Tell somebody to jump on and have a daily car content, whether you like it or you don't. It's real. Mm-hmm.